Today we'll look at how to customize Flappy Bird template for your own use case and have your own aesthetics in the game. So it's a highly popular and highly engaging game where you have to navigate this bird or any flying object that you choose to add in the game through the obstacles. So since I just hit an obstacle, so obstacles are these branches that you see coming from above and below. So I have to navigate carefully so that I don't hit any of these objects. So this is the game, and we'll quickly see how to customize this game for your own brand aesthetics. So as you enter the editor, you see the canvas, and here you see these obstacles and this bird. To change these elements, just click on the element. So I'll select the bird and I'll replace it with any other object that is more apt for my use case and more apt for my brand experience. In case you don't find any relevant objects here or in the Unsplash public library, what you can choose is you can choose to upload your own graphic. Just make sure that the size of the graphic is closer to this to get the best quality output. And would be better to get transparent images instead of images with the background. So that will give the best look and feel to the game. So here, if you see, the bird that I have added doesn't have any background behind it. It's a transparent image. So like this, by selecting the bird, I have just replaced it with a relevant object that suits my use case. Now I'll click on the obstacles in the canvas and again replace it with another image that is more apt for me. Again, you can upload another graphic and again just look at these dimensions to get the best result. Once I have changed these core elements in the game, I can now change the backdrop or the background that you see in the game. For that, I just selected the background and I went and selected one of these images. Maybe I'll go with this. So as soon as I selected the image from the library, it came onto the background. I can expand this image to fit wherever I want it to fit. In case I want it to fit to the entire background, I'll just click on this expansion icon or click on this fit to background on the toolbar, and it fits in the entire space. So in this background, I can additionally add more objects also if I want to like make it visually more appealing. So I can add these objects. I can also add a logo in case you want it to align more with your brand theme. So anyhow, these are additional graphics that you can add on top of the background. Once I'm done with the core experience, I see this end screen. So end screen is a screen which a user sees just after playing the game or once the game concludes. So this is the screen where you can talk more about your brand. You can show products. You can show, in case you want to offer certain rewards, you can show those rewards here. So after having a quality engagement, people feel really positive about your brand and also feel a sense of achievement. So if you offer any rewards, they are much more likely to use those coupons to make a purchase. So it's a great way to tap onto the engagement through the gamification and use it to drive your sales. So this end screen that you see, you can again change everything here from graphics to the image that you see. If you want to add any other image, you can add it here. In terms of the reward or anything that you want to show on the end screen, you can also set it basis the score achieved in the game. So you can say, hey, if a user achieves a score between 0 to 100, I want to show this end screen where I want to maybe offer 20% off. So you can add multiple scenario. I can add another scenario where a user is scoring between 100 to 500, and for that I have an entirely different end screen. So these are two end screens technically, and you can set these two screens completely different from each other. So in one screen maybe I want to show another product, so I can add another product here. In the other screen, if I want to add some other image, so I can do that. And in terms of coupons also, I can offer different rewards basis how much score you are achieving. I can even set a different call to action for these two screens. Maybe the first screen leads to this product page, so I can add the call to action or URL of that product. And the second scenario where a user scores between 100 to 500, maybe I want to set another call to action here. So literally everything can be changed in the end screens for different scenarios. In case you don't want to give any offers, you can just delete these coupon codes. So it's not a mandatory field, you can just delete this. um, and yeah, so this way you have set up the end screen also basis how much score a user is achieving. In case you want to collect leads also through the gamification, you can go to advanced screen and click on lead collection form. So this form will just come before the end screen. Idea is just after you finish the game, you ask users, hey, you have won something. To claim the code, just give us a few details. So this is just a sample messaging. It could be different for you, and depends on what would nudge your users most to give their details. But again, after having a very engaging experience, people are much more likely to give their information rather than straight away asking them for their email and mobile number. So here you can, these three options are available. In case you don't want to collect any of these options, you can just delete and set others the way you want. So everything again in the canvas is completely movable, editable. I can change the button color from here. I can change the text color also from this icon. Font size, font type, so I can set all of that. I can give a boundary also to the button. So this is where you can set the boundary of the button or the radius. If you want the buttons to be more rounded, you can set that. And this is the icon where you choose the color of the boundary. So now you can see this has a black boundary around it. So yeah, here also you can completely change the background. You can set an image uh, which is of the color that you want. In case you want to delete the background, just click on the background and click on delete icon. You can also fill the background with some solid plain colors. You can enter your um, basically code of the color if you don't see the color visible here. So this is way you have completed the experience. If you want to delete any of these slides, just click on delete icon at the top. Be careful that you have to save your campaigns as you are editing it. Right now we don't have automatic auto save, but we'll bring it in the future. So just save the campaign once you are done with it. So now you can go ahead and publish the campaign. Here you see an option to where you get a URL which you can share anywhere across your platforms and social media or WhatsApp, SMS, wherever you want to. In case you want to add your own custom domain to the URL, right now you see Rhym. To add your own custom domain, just click here and it will tell you the steps to add your own domain here to make it more brand specific. In case you want to embed it on your website, be it Shopify or WordPress or any other website, just use this embed code and embed it anywhere that you want it to be visible on the website. In case you have any more questions around it, we in our help section we do have a documentation of how to embed on Shopify or WordPress. So the process would be more or less similar for other platforms as well. You can use the URL on social media. You can run ads. So when you are creating an ad, you can embed the URL in your image or a video. So when people click on that image or video, this URL will open where instantly people can play the game. And you can also add a floating widget on your website. Floating widget would look something similar to this chat icon that you see. So there will be, for example, here a icon which says play and win, and when you click on it, the pop-up opens where the game starts basically. So here is the gif of how it would look. You see a floating widget, you click on it and the pop-up shows up where user can start playing. So this is also a quick integration, couple of minutes. You just need to embed this code at the right place. Again, you can see the process or steps in the help section. So that's it. In case you want to add any other integrations to this campaign, be it MailChimp, because you are collecting lead data as well, so you might want to add to the MailChimp. Or if you are running ads, you can integrate with Pixel so that you can send all the data to your Pixel and retarget these users. And you have webhook options to again bridge it with other apps and platforms. So that brings to the end of the tutorial. Thank you.